Man. Whew. That party was crazy. Where's my Juul at? What the fuck? It's just not even hitting. What we got here? Oh shit. I'm gonna break it before I even use it. Okay. Okay. What's up guys, moving on with scheduled programming here. We're looking at the LUX Vape Pen. I've been on a bit of a MTL device kick lately. I find it to be just a touch more convenient and satisfying through the day. Oh yeah, we have a few more of these guys to give away. All I need for you to do is comment below telling me your experience with MTL devices. Make sure that you are subbed to the channel and of course drop a like on the video. Show me some love guys. So we're gonna bang this one out relatively quick. Get down here on the table, take a closer look, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on the device. Being completely candid here, there are some flaws to discuss with this thing. So let's do it to it. My initial thoughts when I opened the box was, how cool is the packaging? It's very attractive and of high quality. As for contents, you've got a USB charger, 2 refillable cartridges, a menu, and of course, the LUX itself. The initial thought process was that the company took great care in the design and presentation. They obviously cared about how this thing looked. All the pertinent information is featured on the box, so if you would like to pause here and take a closer look, totally up to you. But you guys probably don't give two shits about the packaging. We'll just move on with the aesthetics. The material coating finish of the LUX is smooth without feeling slippery. Through my day-to-day use, I can say it doesn't grow cumbersome. As far as my tests are concerned, it doesn't seem to scratch too easy either, even when dropped, which you don't want to do with this little guy, but of course we will discuss that later on here in the video. It is one of the flaws with this device. As for the overall design, one word comes to mind: sleek. I actually like the design of this. It's sexier to me than the Juul or your typical MTL device, except maybe the Fix. I'm still a huge fan of that device design. But anyway, it may sound weird, but it kind of glides. Like the way a smooth car appears, you know? It just glides. I don't know how else to describe that. I know it's probably a very weird description, but it glides. It doesn't look weird seeing someone using one of these, but maybe that's just because I'm a vapor. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. But let's talk about the battery a little. So it has a 450 milliamp built-in battery that easily lasted me 6 hours of constant use before a recharge was necessary. And keep in mind that was purposely vaping heavy. I could easily see it lasting the typical vapor all day. In regards to charging, a standard flat micro USB charging cable is included in the box. Albeit a short cable, it seems as though it would hold up over time. So how about that charging? It's relatively fast for a 450 milliamp battery, which is, by the way, twice the size of the Juul and then some. Per my test, it took roughly about 45 minutes to 1 hour to achieve full charge. Personally, I would like to see fast charging implemented, but it's not terrible charging time. Either way, this device does have pass-through technology, so it should last the average vapor all day, no problem. You just plug this sucker up while you're driving down the road and puff on it while you're driving. And now for my personal favorite feature. It's refillable. I love seeing this in an MTL setup. I can't praise companies enough for not holding us hostage to closed systems. It just isn't fair to limit people to buying tiny ass cartridges of liquid with an inflated price tag. I believe Jay Hayes actually broke down the price totally for what it costs to vape a Juul. It gets pretty damn pricey having to buy $15 to $17 refills every few days. With the Lux pen though, you can buy your own juice and rock on. And now for the heating element. The cartridges contain a ceramic coil. I have to say, the flavor coming off of it's pretty damn enjoyable. I wouldn't say top of the food chain or in the lead in that category or anything, but it's solid for a ceramic coil. They also last pretty long. It comes with 2 pods, though I haven't yet tested their durability thoroughly in regards to how long they'll last. I can say, having gone through 3 refills on the first pod, it hasn't lost its flavor output, so one could reasonably expect 3 to 4 refills per pod easily. Oh yeah, by the way, this thing can handle 70-30 VG, 70-30 mixes. That's what I have in here now. So now let's dive into the flaws with this thing. Hey, every device has them, okay? I've yet to meet a perfect device. So first off, if you accidentally take a pull on the other end of this device, you're likely to experience some auto firing. I'm not quite sure why that happens, but every vapor eventually deals with this with their mod. They hit it backwards in the dark. There's situations where it does happen, but I'm going to tell you how to correct that if it does happen to you. Again, I'm not quite sure why this does happen, but I did want to make people aware of it so they don't freak out if it happens to them. So all you have to do is take out your cartridge and blow in the other end. Okay? Now, put it back in there. It's not auto firing anymore. Bingo bango, done deal. It'll fire normally that way. I don't know, that's an odd flaw. I haven't ran into that with other, and the only reason I know that because I turned it backwards in the dark and it started auto firing on me. Flaw number 1. The second flaw with the device pertains to the build design. Now, I actually dropped one of these. I had 3 of these to give away. Now I only have 2 because one doesn't fit cartridges anymore. So if you drop the Lux vape pen, because of the design aspect up top here, I'm gonna say don't drop it because the cartridges will no longer fit in there. I haven't yet figured out a way to fix that. I'm thinking you could probably take a pair of pliers to fix it and your cartridges would fit again, but I don't know. I think they should make some improvements at least here at the top of it, just to ensure that if you do drop it, the cartridges still fit. I don't know, maybe a rubber O-ring inside of it, or I don't know, I'm not an engineer. So at the end of the day, how do I feel about the Lux vape pen? Well, despite its obvious flaws, I'm going to say the Juul is hot garbage. Pick up the Lux if you are into these kind of devices. Skip right over the Juul. First off, it's expensive for the juice with the Juul, not easily refilled, even though you can refill it with some effort. It has a smaller battery at just 200 milliamps an hour battery compared to the 450 milliamp battery in the Lux. Not to mention, the charger for the Juul is crazy easy to lose. I've personally lost 2, and at $5 to replace it each time, that itself can get relatively expensive. Also, literally, nowhere sells a replacement charger for the Juul. How fucking irritating is that? Like 7-Elevens everywhere carry the Juul, not a charger. So you most likely have to order that online and wait for it. So you'll be without your device for a couple of days. Either that or you pony up the money and buy a new kit. So the choice is easy, guys. The Lux holds more juice and you can use your own juice of your choice. It has a bigger battery, okay? That's a big point for me. It's refillable, which is an even bigger point, and it has a better charger. Pick up the Lux. The link in the description below should lead you somewhere. I don't know how we're gonna work that with YouTube, being that I'm not gonna call them Nazis again. I'm not gonna do it. By the way, make sure to comment below, drop a like on the video, and sub if you haven't subbed, and we will get these beautiful new devices out to you guys. So until next time, my boys. I should have sneezed. Cloud dab. Peace out.